Hey ladies, I'm Jessica and I'm the director of the Restoration Home.
And I am Stacy, the owner of Made and Company. And we're so excited to have you guys with us today because we are starting something new. We want to invite you guys in with us to one of our favorite things, which is Bible study.
That's right. Me and Stace, we've been dreaming about this for several months now, about how we can connect with people because we partner together in a lot of areas, and we'll be getting into that later on in a few different episodes. But we wanted to see how we could get to know you, the person on the other side of the screen watching in, since we're not able
to have coffee with everybody.
Exactly. Stacey, you're a mom of 3.
Yes.
How is that?
I've got 3 kiddos. My oldest is 9 years old. His name's Gus. And then I've got Harvey, who just turned 7, and Alice, who is 5.
Who's a gymnast all-star right now.
She just got her first trophy. She's pretty proud.
Can you tell them that story? That's so funny.
So all 3 of my kids share one room in our house, and they share everything. So they have a bookshelf, and they each have one shelf. But the top shelf is kind of fair game, so they all have stuff up there. And Alice got home with her trophy. She went upstairs, she cleared off the whole top shelf and plopped her trophy right in the middle.
Yeah, scoot over, boys.
Yep.
Champions here now.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
I love it. Me and Stace. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, you gotta tell them about. I'm not the only mom here.
Oh, no. I'm expecting my first child.
Woo!
Yes, August 1st. We're praying, end of July, hopefully.
That would be
She's
awesome.
healthy. Let's do it. It's hot in the summer, so I'm very swollen. Yeah, we're super excited. Me and Marius, my husband, we're having our first child, and we're going to try to do the whole bilingual thing. My husband's from Germany,
Yeah.
so we'll see how that
How
goes.
much German do you know?
Oh, very little. Very, very little. Yeah, not a whole lot at all. So that's going to be fun.
But don't worry, our Bible study will be in English.
Yes.
Okay, so Jess, of all the things that we could do online, why an online Bible study?
I think it's a great way to just connect with other women. I know me and Stace, we've really enjoyed it. Just getting to know each other and digging into the Word and just having conversation. I feel like every time we meet, we're the last 2 to leave, and because we're just talking. And so we just want to get to know other women and give them a place that maybe you are feeling like no one understands, or you're feeling like you want to grow and you want to learn, but you don't know how
or where to begin.
Yeah, you don't have the resources. Maybe you're the girl that's in church and I've read the Bible and it's just redundant at this point.
Yeah.
I was just in a conversation today with a girl, and I'm like, sometimes you just kind of have to get a new Bible.
That's good.
Or a new translation, because I know for me, if I pick up my old Bible and everything's underlined, I'm like, oh, already read it.
Already got something.
Yeah. This isn't new. But I think the Bible is a living, breathing Word of God.
Absolutely.
And so just because I'm relying on my old revelations from the Lord, it doesn't mean that there's not new ones waiting for me. And so, yeah, we want to connect with you, to give you that resource, to give you the ability to jump in with us. That's maybe more in a tangible way. I know this is funny, but Stacy always shares the bathroom story.
I know exactly where this is going. Exactly. So one of the reasons I love this idea of doing it is, I grew up in church. I've read the Bible, done the whole year in the Bible reading plan, and you get a few days behind, you're like, oh! And so you try and cram in all the extra days, or you just skip and you kind of hope nobody knows. And you're like, sorry, Lord. And it's
so
great. This high pressure situation. And then I had kids, and of course, I know I'm not the only one that can say this. We all can say it, whether you have kids or not. You just get super busy, and there's no time. And I started to feel really convicted that I could Netflix binge with the rest of them, best of them.
Oh, yeah.
Hours.
I could scroll for days. Just scroll.
And
Get
yet,
lost in Instagram world.
yeah, and yet I was never sitting down and reading the Word. I could even pick up books and read books, but I wasn't sitting down and reading the Word. So for me, it was kind of a little bit I love what you said, you can just get a new Bible sometimes. We had a Bible given to us when we got married, my husband and I. Celebrating 12 years soon.
Wow.
And
12 years, Stace.
Yeah, I know. It's a long time.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah, it's 2019. We started dating in 2001, so we've been together actually 18 years. Our relationship could vote. That's how long we've been together.
I love that.
So I decided I wanted to read the word, but I wanted to get something out of it. I didn't want to follow a plan.
Yeah.
Because that felt like too much pressure because I never could measure up to just the plan.
Yeah.
Know? And so I didn't know where to begin. And, they always say in the beginning is a good place to begin. So I literally started in Genesis 1:1. And I started by taking the Bible with me into the bathroom because it was the only place that I could get complete privacy from my kids. And some parents, that's an open door policy. For me, it was not. It was, I want to teach them young, you shut the door, you need to have privacy, we're going to the bathroom.
That is you time.
And it was me time, I needed a moment. So I started taking my Bible in with me. And because let's be honest, who doesn't take their phone into the bathroom?
I know.
And what do you do on your phone? Nothing productive.
Yeah.
And so I thought, well, I'll just take my Bible in there with me. So I started out just reading kind of whatever I could. If it was just a few verses. And then I would linger longer because my kids weren't bothering me. So I'd get a chapter in, And I really just started out little by little. And that was my youngest was born 2013. So that in September. So it was in probably early 2014 I started doing that. And February of this year, 2019, I finally finished.
Wow.
So I took a long time. This is why I could never do a year Bible reading. Because it just felt too crunched.
And too
much pressure. Mm-hmm. I felt like I would read it for the sake of words.
Yeah.
But this way I was reading every day, most of the time.
Yeah.
And able to read at my own pace. And I'm not a slow reader. But what happened was it wasn't just words. I was actually digesting.
Yeah. Yeah. And that takes a little bit.
That takes time. And that is
reading it for reading it. You can get by the Bible and like that.
Yeah.
Reading it to apply it is a whole other ballgame.
Exactly.
Because then you have emotional breakdowns and then you need a journal.
Then you need a journal.
Then you need to call your friend, God's talking to me.
That's exactly right.
And you got to process it. Like it's drama.
Mm-hmm. And it takes time.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And so it really did, 5 years?
Yeah.
Which come February when I finished it, I found myself really slowing down each day.
Oh, wow.
I wasn't, and I had gotten to the point, y'all, I would literally sit down and start reading my word, and not my word, his word, but you know what I mean. Yeah. And I'd look at the clock and 2 hours would have passed.
You're not on the toilet still, right?
No, you're right.
Okay.
My kids are in school.
Uh-oh. We got problems. Stacey's locked in the bathroom. It's now become a bubble bath Bible study. We won't do that here. No, that's so great. And I love that because that's something we share with some of the girls that live in our house. If you have time to scroll on Instagram and you say you don't have time for the Bible, then try the bathroom out. So we won't know on the other side of the screen. If you're watching us while sitting on the toilet and that's your God time, that's fine.
That is fine.
Start somewhere, people.
I was talking with one of our residents last week and she was saying she hadn't been in the Word. And I was like, why not? And her excuse was what my excuse used to be. It was just, I've just been so busy.
Yeah.
And I said, have you gone to the bathroom at all in the last week? And she was like, yeah. I was like, what I always say. If you're going to the bathroom, you could be reading your word. So start anywhere. I promise you this works.
Exactly. And that's really our heart. And why we want to have the Bible study. We want to have it where it's right accessible on your screen. Mm-hmm. Because we know that life is pulling you in a million directions. And if we can step in the place and help navigate and help kind of set some guardrails or a fun time to have Bible study, if you're looking for community, we hope you can find it here, that you can just laugh and giggle and get into the Word, and it can be serious, but that it's challenging, and that you would see fruit from that. And so we can't wait to get to know you. We're pretty cool people. Stacey's really cool.
Jess is pretty cool.
So we can't wait for you to get to know us more, because we're going to be diving in and sharing some personal things with you guys right here on this Bible study. And so you probably will see Stacey cry.
Oh.
Stacey will pray that I will cry. Pregnancy has not made me emotional.
Here's the thing about crying. I hate crying in front of people.
You cry every time we're together.
And
maybe not today, but
well, it makes me cringe. I hate crying in front of people. And I used to feel so ashamed of it. And I have just recently decided, you know what? So what if I cry? Yeah. And I realized that's how you get rid of shame. That's a great way to get rid of shame. If there's something that you're ashamed about,
Ooh,
and it's something
that's
that you
good.
shouldn't be ashamed about,
Yeah.
then so what?
Did I ever tell you my
finally-
story about I wanted to see Marius on our wedding day before I walked down the aisle because I was not going to have the ugly cry walking down the aisle.
No way.
Yeah. So I was like, we will see each other before. I will get all that out. And then I didn't even cry. He cried.
Oh.
I know. I was like,
Sweet husband.
just like, in cloud nine. I'm like, this is really happening. So I
Yeah.
still didn't even cry. But I didn't have any ugly cry pictures. So I see where like instantly it's like shameful. And it's like,
Yeah.
even if it's the most exciting day of your life, we still don't want to be that vulnerable.
Be that vulnerable.
Yeah.
Well, that's just it. I feel like super insecure. I feel like everybody sees me crying, and I'm
And
like,
I get hot.
oh my goodness.
Yeah.
It's not pleasant. But I finally decided, what does it matter? I'm just going to embrace the
I love
fact that the Lord gave me tears.
Yeah.
You
And
know,
sometimes it's so good to cry.
and they're not always sad tears. Sometimes they're happy tears. Sometimes they're tears of just like complete awe and wonder what the Lord's
Yeah.
doing. And so that's okay. So here's to all of us who can feel.
Hey, I just don't feel all the ways on that. Well, this is what Bible study is going to feel like. We might get on a rabbit trail. We'll hopefully stay focused. Hopefully we'll give you a little bit of wisdom and things that we've picked up along the way. Because we both have some really redeeming stories. I'm thankful that the Lord was good to us and faithful to us. And so make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you next week.